What's up, everybody? My name is Liz and welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, what you waiting on? Go ahead and smash that subscribe button and be part of this amazing community right here on Lady Opulence. And also, I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you for subscribing. We have finally made it to over 1,400 subscribers. What? Thank you guys. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for smashing the like button. Thank you for leaving me comments. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. Keep doing what you're doing. I really do appreciate your support. In today's video, we are going to be making AMAGWINYA. And some of you are probably going, Ama what? Ama who? What's she talking about? Well, in other African countries, they are called PUFFS. And in South Africa, my country, we call them Vetkoeks because they're gonna make you fat if you keep eating them. I remember how they gave the PUFFS nicknames such as Zulu burger, because it's like hamburger, but it's fried dough, you know, instead of having bread. And you can put sausages or even a real hamburger, ham and cheese. You can go wild. You can be creative when it comes to how you would like to indulge or enjoy your PUFFS, aka AMAGWINYA or Vetkoeks. And yes, we were gonna call it a Zulu burger because I'm Zulu, honey. Okay, Zulu and proud, yeah, baby. I'm not really into fattening food, sweets and things like that. I'm very mindful of what I eat. Today is just gonna be a cheat day for me, and this is actually one of my favorite childhood snacks my mom would sometimes make when I was growing up. I don't want to say they're a lot of work, but you know, it's somewhat time consuming. You just gotta be prepared when you are making AMAGWINYA or PUFFS. So stay tuned, it's gonna be a great show. Okay, so Walmart needs to sponsor me. I really support their brands. You see, everything is great value on this table. That's because Lady O is on a budget. All right, so these are the ingredients. Believe it or not, I only had to go and get a baking powder because the one that I had expired. But everything else I already had in my cupboards. If you wanna make your own PUFFS or AMAGWINYA, aka Vetkoeks, you're gonna need baking powder, you're gonna need all-purpose flour, you're gonna need salt, you're gonna need sugar, and of course to fry it as well as mixing it, you're gonna need cooking oil. I also be using water. I'm gonna actually be using lukewarm water, which is why you don't see it over here. I'm gonna have to mix that in the kitchen. And for those of you who are new, you're probably wondering why is she not in her kitchen? That's because I have a very small kitchen. So this is going to be the bowl that I'm going to be mixing everything in. These are all the ingredients that we're going to need in today's video to achieve making PUFFS, aka AMAGWINYA, also known as Vetkoeks. I like using paper towels whenever I need to wipe down my table or my hands. And this is what I'm going to be using to mix the dough, as well as my hands. And by the way, I've already washed my hands, as should you. Go ahead and wash your hands if you haven't done so. And I'm going to be using this utensil to mix up everything, the dry mixture. This is what I wanted to say, you guys. You can either use yeast or you can use baking powder. But because I'm not really in the mood for waiting for my dough to rise, I'm just going to go ahead and use baking powder. And also, I just found out that I can add 2 eggs. And I got a lot of eggs I need to use up. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to add 2 eggs with my mixture. All right, we're definitely experimenting this because I've never used eggs when making AMAGWINYA, aka PUFFS. So I'm excited about that, and I'm sure they're gonna turn out pretty good. I've been doing a lot of cooking since quarantine, so I figured I'm gonna go ahead and put on my apron for this one. All right, let me grab my recipe that my mom sent me when I asked her about making AMAGWINYA. Actually, she left it for me like 3 years ago. But anyways, shout out to my mom. Mommy, you rock. I love you. All right, so I just added 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And already cracked my 2 eggs. That's gonna be the last thing I'm gonna add, you guys. I'm gonna do my dry mixture first, and then I'm gonna finally add the 2 eggs. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 spoons of sugar. as per my mom's recipe. And you guys, I'm gonna tell you this. I remember the first time when I tried to make these, after my mom had left me her recipe, I tried to alter it here and there, and they did not come out right. So that was a hard lesson learned. I realized mom knows best at all times, okay? It doesn't matter if it's about relationships, recipes, choices that we make in life. That's what I've realized about my mom. And that's why I have the best mother in the world. And I'm kind of making this video all about my mom. That's because she's an angel. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt. I was so mad at myself the first time I tried to make these after my mom had left me her recipe for AMAGWINYA, aka PUFFS. Because I was like, if only I should have just stuck with the original recipe. One more dry ingredients to add is this baking powder. I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 spoon of baking powder. Let me see to make sure. 1 teaspoon. 1 spoon. Oh yeah. Johnny, I think that means 1 teaspoon. That's what we're gonna do. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, okay? There you go. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and mix everything up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add the 2 spoons of cooking oil. With the eggs. I didn't forget about my eggs. And like I was saying earlier, this is my first time trying with the eggs. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out with the eggs. I'm going to mix it once again with the eggs. I'm going to go ahead and add the lukewarm water. I've got 1/2 cup of lukewarm water. I think I'm going to use this time around. Use that right there. Now it's turning to a dough, which I have a feeling I might have to use my hands if it's not mixed correctly, which is what I always do anyways. I'm not going to be all fancy on camera now for you guys, even though I wish I could. But if I want to get it done right, I'm going to have to literally get my hands dirty on this one. Okay, you guys, so I had to add another 1/2 cup of water because it was just really thick. 1/2 cup of lukewarm water. It looks like it's coming out right now that I've added that extra 1/2 cup of water. So in total, I ended up using 1 whole cup of lukewarm water for my wet dough. Okay, so one of my puffs, I'm gonna have that turkey sausage. I know, slightly burnt, just how I like it. Okay, don't judge me. This is how I like my turkey sausage. I know it's breakfast sausage, but I like having it with my puffs. I'm gonna have that with cheese, and with the other one I'm gonna have it with ground beef. And for my side, you guys, I decided to make a salad. I wanna say it's like a Caesar salad, but it's not. And again, you guys, I didn't have to go to the grocery store. I just looked inside my refrigerator and I realized I got a whole bunch of eggs, like I was saying earlier, and I'm really trying to use them. I used my cucumber and tomato, and this is the dressing I'm going to be using.